evening, investors. My name is Gavin. It is my utmost pride and pleasure to present to you this very new and exciting product. But firstly, who's Gavin? Who is this person standing right in front of you presenting this soon-to-be product? I was orphaned at a very young age. I never knew who my parents were until I was 18. The orphanage nun told me that my parents lived a life of entrepreneurship. All they ever did was design products for the world, buy them. But of course, making money in the process. I aim to live up to what they did because they died of stress. Stress of designing entrepreneurial projects just like this, in a meeting just like this. And I aim to do what my biological parents could not do that I can do today. So presenting the privacy scarf. How often in life, when you're in your room, let's say you're 15, you're on your computer, you're watching stuff, right? Stuff. Nobody has to laugh here. Somebody knocks on your door, opens your door, and sees what you're looking at. Now, I'm not judging you. Whatever you looked at, it must have been important. But privacy, nowadays, it's not just the problems of PRISM that the NSA has, that they look through your internet. Privacy is physical. People can just walk up right next to you and look at what you're looking on the screen. This is a problem that's not accounted for most of these days. Privacy is an important concern for the future, and especially the progression of our society. This scarf not only protects you from the problems of privacy, it keeps your neck warm. In Vancouver, in degrees below zero, isn't it frightening when it turns cold? Maybe you're outside on the park, reading your new book on your laptop. Maybe you need to be private, but it's cold, and there's people around you. What better than the privacy scarf? Who are we selling to? Divas like Nicki Minaj. She has so many freaking scandals. She's a lady who sends pictures to everyone she sees. She lets everyone see her all of her inner life. But I'm her friend, by the way. She has told me that she wants privacy and snugness in the comfort of a privacy scarf. Not only is she the only one that helped me bring this to light, but she is only one of our many massive markets that we're selling to. Not just Nicki Minaj, not just superstar singers, but people just like you and me. How much can we make? Now, the blue graph so far is what we have on costs, what we spent so far on the creation of the privacy scarf. The red line is, of course, revenue. Come on, we make money here. Of course, there's ups and downs. There's fluctuating patterns through the summer right now. And right now in the summer, who in their right mind would particularly wear a privacy scarf? Right now, we're designing a less heatable version, but that's something else for today. But for example, there's fluctuations in certain temperatures that causes this rise and fall. For example, there's more in the winter when people need the product. But it goes down in summer, and so there's a rise and fall. And you can see from the fourth peak actually, that it wasn't as high as before. And why is that? Because a lot of people already have a product, and we're selling like crazy. Who is in our teams? Italian people just like this. They care about privacy on their screens. What do you think they're looking at on the computer all the time? Right next to their girlfriends, or many of them. They need to be on Facebook chat all the time. And the X factor is the algorithm for perfect privacy with the ratio of perfect comfort and excellent temperature control within the neck and compounds of the face. My physicist decided this, and he's an excellent physicist, if I may say so myself. In conclusion, this cat knows how it feels to be warm without a privacy scarf. And we aim to be as warm as this little kitten here today for the world, by me, and for salvation. Thank you. Questions?
some of the other markets you've identified?
Yeah, sure. For example, I went with the Italian Americans that need privacy, right? But there's many aspects of life, like for example, Nicki Minaj, who needs privacy, and she's a superstar singer, right? But I think what we're really asking is, who needs privacy? And who needs privacy? That's everybody. Everybody would love a shot at this, especially in colder temperatures, of course. But identifying markets probably from the ages of 15 to 18. That's when they most need this privacy scarf. In the comfort of their home at a cheap price of $4. That's all it costs.
Looking at your financials, it looks like by about the 5th winter, your costs have totally become equal to your revenue, and we're not making any more money. I mean, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a little bit of a margin there. Maybe your cost is $2 or $3, and you're charging $4. But it looks like by about the 5th winter onwards, your costs are completely equal to your revenue, which means we're not making any money. Why would I invest?
Because at that point, the materials we're using was out of stock. It's in this day and age, in this global recession, it's hard to get the materials we need to get the perfect privacy scarf. The problem with that, what happened with that peak, was that the prices of those products, of those materials, went way beyond what we wanted to do. And so with your help and your financial backing, we can bring a better material to bring to the privacy scarf, to make it a better product at a much lower price.
What's the #1 selling product on the internet?
Is this a riddle?
Not so much, but you could. It's an opportunity for you to make
Pornography.
together. How did you know that, right?
A friend of mine. It's a long story. He was in his parents' room. He was on his computer.
His parents' room?
Yeah. It's a long story. I'll tell you after.
Are you planning on partnering with firms that offer such products?
Actually, wow, you should be on our team. Thank you. That's an excellent initiative, actually. I actually know some adult contacts on the adult industry for the websites, and I think they'd be quite enthralled with this. But again, like I said, the problem is the temperature range. If you're in the Middle East, why would you wear a privacy scarf? But of course, we're working on that product, and that's under wraps.
If you look at porn.
Yes.
I'm assuming you have some market research on customers and so forth. What percentage of total adult content viewers do that outside?
Do that outside, by my account of the park, right?
If the point is to keep your neck warm, and then I understand the seasonal sales spikes. I mean, I would assume indoors the temperature is fairly consistent. So it appears this is primarily an outdoor product.
Not primarily outdoor, but only when it's cold. It's nice. You don't need to turn the heater on. You save money. But addressing the market of people going outside and watching questionable material, we've down it down to 10%. I have to say, don't laugh at this. Man was born in the wilderness, and we have fun in the wilderness. Yes.
So I noticed that your target market is divas, and that's what you're going to be focusing on. Now, it's a two-part question.
Can I correct you right now? It's not primarily them for divas, but it was supported by divas, like Nicki Minaj. But go on, sorry.
Okay. Well, I just noticed that the privacy scarf that I saw was over her head, so it actually messing up her hair. And the divas hair and makeup is very important. Now, the other thing is that the market research that you guys have going into the adult industry, I was under the impression that it's mainly a male-focused industry versus. Do you have any sort of research on your female users?
Well, for the first question, you questioned the use of Nicki Minaj because her hair would get in the way, right? Well, of course, Nicki Minaj doesn't use the typical commoner peasant privacy scarf. She has her own privacy scarf. It keeps her head just as placed. It's a new material. It's called Cylon. It's beautiful. It keeps her hair just in a shape. It doesn't chafe off any of the hair products, and it works perfectly. And regarding your female comment, you were regarding that females perhaps didn't consume as much pornography as males, right? That is incorrect. That is incorrect. I can show you statistics for that. And we did a lot of market research on this. Again, 10%, I know that too.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.